So I was fortunate enough to get totes that have a standard 2-inch connection. So I'm going to take and put some Teflon tape around this and just screw this on. And same thing for this one. And start building the system off of that. So the key to putting Teflon tape on is that you want to follow the same spin as the threads. So you wrap it clockwise, and as you tighten this up, the Teflon tape will not unravel. If you do it counterclockwise, then unfortunately it will unravel and you will not be happy. Basically, you want to turn it clockwise, just as you did with the Teflon tape. And I left a little Teflon tape over the edge so that when I tighten this up, it compresses between this lip here and the actual totes valve. And that way I know I got it tight, and I also have it secure. So I don't want to use a wrench or anything because I don't want to strip the teeth, but anyway, that's how I'm doing it. I'm going to do the other one. So there you have it. The adapters are on, ready for step number 2. The next step is to take the 2-inch 90 degree and make a union by cutting one of the 2-inch pipes, and then this will then transverse with another pipe down to this union, and then that will come out a little ways, and then that's where the spigot will be. I put the adapter on the end of the 2-inch pipe, made a mark, and I'll double the length of that to make the fitting to connect this adapter to the screw-on adapter. So I measured the fitting onto the pipe and then doubled that measurement, and it just happens to be the same as this miter box straight cut. So I'm just going to use a good old-fashioned miter box and just cut the pipe. Works pretty well. Oh, there you go. I'm going to test fit it and see how it fits. Of course, it's a test fit. Da-da. So here's the adapter, and this will go right into there. That's how it will work. Pretty easy peasy. And of course, this is just so that the water can flow out in this direction. That will flow out this way. We should be good to go. Now I just need to make a couple of more of these, and we're good to go. Hold on. And 2 down. And the boss is coming again. Just checking to see if I'm doing work. That bloody Taskmaster. So as you can see here, the 2 adapters are connected. Now I'm going to measure from here to here where there will be a coupler, so I can separate the 2 totes. And then another piece to here, and then I'll measure the final piece that will come out here for the spigot. So now I'm just going to measure out. This is 1.5 inches inside this adapter, and this is a 3/4 of an inch. So basically I'm going to eyeball it between these two get the measurement. And what will happen is if I ever need to remove these totes, I just unhook it. And then the tote can be removed. So I measured from here to the inside of here, which turns out to be 16 3/4. So I'm going to cut the pipe to that length, and then I'll measure and estimate the same length to that piece, always following that adage of measure twice, cut once, and we'll continue on from there. So we measure out 16 3/4, use the miter box, and we're good to go. So I got this piece ready to go. Now I just need to measure the piece between those two. And as I've said it once, I've said it a million times, it's good to go. So this one turns out to be about 17.5. I forgot to figure in that this is curving in this direction, whereas that is not. So that's why that one is a little bit different in measurement than that. But the important thing is to be able to unhook this tote from that tote, so we don't have to cut and ruin a line. Okay, so the next section is installed. And one good thing about having one tote on a higher pallet is that there's a natural incline which will increase the water pressure coming out of the spigot. So here we have the sections installed, and now I have a little 2-inch to 3/4 inch adapter. It's not focusing. There we go. And right now I'm just test fitting it, so I'm not going to thread it in, but that's basically how it's going to look. And I was debating on bringing it out further, but since this is a traffic area, I just figured that it'd be just as well to keep it short. And I'll have my house faucet there and the rain catchment system here, so they won't be too far apart.